Enrique Hernandez's baseball journey has always carried a sense of electricity, a spark that ignites something deeper within fans who watch him play. Every time he steps onto the field, there is this unmistakable feeling that something unexpected might happen. A diving catch, a clutch hit, a burst of energy that transforms the tempo of a moment. His career is defined not only by his athletic versatility, but by the emotional footprint he leaves on teams, cities, and fans. Enrique isn't just a utility player. He is a heartbeat player, the kind who fills the silent spaces between plays with personality, humor, and an ability to unite people around him. The game feels more alive when he is a part of it, because he brings a human element that few athletes manage to embody so consistently. Growing up in Puerto Rico, Enrique was surrounded by a community where baseball wasn't just a pastime. It was culture, identity, heritage, and hope. Puerto Rican baseball carries soul. It carries the rhythms of its people, the laughter and intensity of kids dreaming of stadium lights, the stories passed down from generation to generation. Enrique absorbed that energy from the start. He learned early what it meant to play with pride, how to represent something larger than yourself every time you step onto the field. He played through passion, not pressure. And as he grew older, those early lessons molded his spirit into something uniquely captivating. He arrived in Major League Baseball not as someone chasing stardom, but as someone carrying the weight and joy of his childhood along with him. His debut in the big leagues did not announce him as a future superstar in the traditional sense. Nothing about his early numbers forced analysts to stop and stare. But baseball is a sport that rewards consistency, preparation, mental strength, and adaptability. And on all four fronts, Enrique thrived. He became a Swiss Army knife in cleats, a rare kind of player who could slide into virtually any defensive position without hesitation. His readiness, his willingness to say yes to whatever the team needed, became the foundation of his early career. And in doing so, he altered the value of the utility player role. It wasn't a fallback title for him. It became a badge of honor, a demonstration of athletic intelligence and selflessness. When he landed with the Los Angeles Dodgers, his star fully took shape. That clubhouse, filled with talent and ambition, found in Enrique a glue guy personality, someone who made long seasons feel lighter and big moments feel fearless. Teammates fed off his sense of humor, his ability to make pressure feel like opportunity, his refusal to let tension sit too long without cracking it open with a joke, a gesture, or a spark. Managers trusted him because he understood the game at a cerebral level. Fans loved him because his heart was visible in everything he did, from the way he celebrated to the way he competed. Some players become postseason legends by accident. Enrique Hernandez became one because pressure brings out the best version of him. October shows very clearly who is built for the moment and who crumbles under its weight. In Enrique, October awakens something dangerous. His 3-home-run game in 2017 was not simply historic, it was a revelation. It was the night baseball realized that this cheerful, energetic, smiling player carried a fire capable of burning through the toughest opponents. That performance wasn't just a career highlight. It became part of the Dodgers' emotional identity, the kind of moment fans talk about for years, a generational memory that blends joy with disbelief. In the postseason, Enrique doesn't just play. He elevates. He becomes sharper, louder, more dynamic, more fearless. His swings feel heavier. His catches feel more dramatic. And he does all of it with that same sense of gratitude, that same love for the moment. Through the ups and downs of his career, Enrique also faced profound challenges off the field. His wife Mariana's battle with cancer became one of the most defining and vulnerable stretches of his life. Opening up publicly about that journey required courage that goes far beyond anything baseball could ever demand. Fans didn't just witness a player supporting his wife. They witnessed a man revealing his soul, his fear, his strength, and his heart. He humanized the struggle in a way that brought comfort to many who were fighting their own unseen battles. It showed the world that superheroes exist beyond the field, beyond the stats, beyond the highlights. Enrique's devotion to his wife marked him as a man whose priorities were rooted in love, resilience, and compassion. Yet even in the midst of such personal adversity, he never lost his signature energy. He still danced. He still joked. He still poured everything into the game. His ability to remain himself, even while his world shook, made him inspiring not only as an athlete, but as a human being. And when he returned to the Dodgers years later, the reaction from fans was a testament to his place in their hearts. They weren't cheering solely for a player returning. They were cheering for a friend they had missed. Someone whose presence changed the emotional climate of the clubhouse. Someone whose laughter softened the edges of a long season. Someone who brought color to the gray parts of the game. Enrique's connection to Puerto Rico also stands as one of the most beautiful threads in his story. When he wears his national colors, the pride radiates off him. Every swing, every slide, every run circles back to his roots. The World Baseball Classic performances he delivered were emotional not just because he played well, but because fans could see how deeply he felt every moment. His celebrations weren't rehearsed. They were expressions of heritage, memories, family, culture, and the island that shaped him. Young Puerto Rican players look up to him because he represents possibility. He represents the balance between joy and work, between culture and career. What separates Enrique Hernandez from so many other players is not something tangible. It isn't found in a stat column. It isn't listed on leaderboards. It exists in the way people talk about him. The stories, the laughter, the sense of relief he brings to teams, the spark of life he injects into every environment. He is a player who brings people together, who strengthens bonds, who turns teams into families. The game needs personalities like his. Personalities that remind everyone that baseball is supposed to be fun, supposed to be uplifting, supposed to create moments that live forever in the memories of fans. His defensive versatility continues to be one of the most underappreciated strengths in modern baseball. Playing multiple positions at a high level requires incredible instincts, preparation, and humility. It means seeing the field differently than most players, understanding angles and timing across varying roles, and staying mentally locked into the possibility of anything. Enrique mastered that. He turned versatility into artistry. He made adaptability exciting. And he proved that value is not always measured by how much attention you demand, but by how many roles you can fill with confidence. As his career moves forward, Enrique remains one of the most beloved figures in the sport, not simply because of what he has achieved, but because of how he has lived through the game. His energy, his humor, his heart, and his sincerity have carved a place for him that feels permanent. Baseball needs players who connect with fans in real, human ways, and Enrique does that effortlessly. Kids love him. Teammates love him. Coaches love him. Entire fan bases feel bonded to him. Enrique Hernandez represents the soul of baseball, the joy, the emotion, the unpredictability, the resilience. He is a reminder that not all legends are built through statistical dominance. Some are built through heart, through presence, through the way they elevate the people around them. And as long as his journey continues, he will keep bringing that spark to the game, enriching every moment with the personality and spirit that have defined him from the start. Thank you all so much for watching this tribute and taking the time to appreciate the incredible journey of Enrique Hernandez. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you never miss another tribute to the athletes who inspire us, push the game forward, and remind us why we love sports in the first place. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.